So you have to understand my situation. The reason is, I started my education at street school. It's quite difficult for me to address a speech in Harvard, so you have to understand my situation. My preteens and adolescent years, from late 70s to early 90s, was a beginning and end for so many cultural, socio-cultural and political changes happened. So for me, as a kid, I was coming from a very small, lower middle class family. My father started his life as a police constable, and my mother being a housewife, and we are a family of 5. So I was a sick child. I had a bronchitis problem, so I had ample time to contemplate about life's problems. Whenever I used to fall sick, not going to school, I used to be at home. I used to have all the time to think about what's happening around me. So one day, maybe just finished my street school, which means it's literally on the street. In a small town called Ongole, my father transferred to another small town. So they put me to another school, which is definitely a better school than what I used to study there, where I had studied earlier. So in that school, one day we had a lesson. My teacher was telling about, in the class, the lesson's name is Ma Badi. It means our school. The lesson explains how beautiful our school is and what kind of school it is. And we have such beautiful trees, we have a huge playground, and we have a lot of things to play. We have a beautiful library, we have this kind of books. So it goes on. And suddenly my teacher turned because I said something to my friend and everyone were giggling. And I said, Kalyan, get up. I said, what were you saying? And I said, I had a doubt, and I was sharing with this guy. I said, what is it? I said, our school doesn't have a playground, and we don't have books, and we don't have any trees. And for me, what the teacher did, she told me to get up, and she gave me the beating of my life. Till now, I could never forget that. Because for me, the first time I realized in my life what had been written in the books, what had been said in the in spoken word, and the reality are two different things. So for me, that has become a lifetime obsession to see the gap between what has been said and what has been done. That has become a lifetime obsession. So till now, my obsession is, even in the political manifesto, it's still not manifest. What they promise and what they deliver are two different things. So for that reason, it has become such an obsession to me. I lost my focus in my education. Constantly I used to see issues everywhere, problems everywhere. So successfully, I failed in my exams. True. I successfully failed in my exams, so I could not continue my education. So I had to stop. So one day, the reason was, I was so stressed out, and everyone, all my friends were going to for universities in America, and they were doing good things. And here I've been failing. I failed in 10th grade, I failed in 11th grade, I failed in 12th grade. I was consistently I was failing. I went into some kind of depression, and I wanted to commit suicide. Because for me, it was such a painful situation. Here, I could see pain and problems everywhere, and my focus is not on the education, on the social ills. So I thought of committing suicide.
ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని తెలుగు టాపిక్స్ గురించి తెలుసుకోవాలంటే మా తెలుగు ట్రెండ్స్ ఛానల్ కి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.